All right, so this is going to be a quick demonstration of creating 3D elements along the side streets. So I already have, we'll go to geometry, import. I've already created the alignments and the profiles for all the cross streets. We'll just go to the next one. Let's do an easy one, cactus, I think. Screw it, we'll go to Blue Mound East and get the profile for Blue Mound East PR. The ones with the ones are trials, you know, tests that didn't work out. The ones with the PR is what is currently being used as the profile. Hit import and zoom all. Or let's change the view to just the plan view and turn the pavement off so I can find my alignment. There's Blue Mound East. Good practice to do is make sure that you're using the feature definitions on everything and keeping those the same. Let's see, the standards, set feature definition. It's not linear, this is alignment. This is secondary alignment. Locate element, reset to complete. There we go. To show you that this has a profile in it, we can go to, if you right click in space, it'll give you this option, and then you can go to your view control, and we'll go to profile. It'll ask for profile view, select your element, and then select the open view for the profile. And there you go. This is profile for active profile for Blue Mound East. All right. Let's turn on the pavement, see what our pavement widths are. We will, all right, this one's got a taper, so this should be a little bit more intel. Go to geometry, offsets and tapers. Go single offset partial because we're not going to do the whole thing. Maybe we should. No, let's do partial. Get our offsets. This is to the pavement edge. You want to do the pavement edge first, but these lines are drawn to the back of curb, so it's going to be a 2-foot offset. Change to pavement, edge of pavement. So we'll grab this, we'll find out what that distance is, 18.5. We're rounding off right now. We're not being too super exact, but minus 2 foot for the curb offset is 16.5. And we'll start it, start at the beginning. Offset 16, end at this point where we start to taper back. Do we want to mirror? Normally yes, but we're not centered along this alignment, so we're going to say no, and then do the same thing on the other side. Find the offset, 31.5 minus 2, 29.5. Goes to start, the end parameter, we're up against the taper. Mirror, no. Now we can do a taper, variable offset taper. locate element to draw, first offset. Start offset is going to be 16.5. End offset is going to be 9.5. Mirror, once again, no. Do the same thing to the other side. Start and end. 9.5. We'll do 11. Alright, no. So we've created those. Since this is not one single element, we need to make it into a single element in the horizontal. So we'll complex by element. Locate first. Going in the wrong direction. Okay, now we got one smooth element. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Click to accept. Alright. One element each. Notice that you can change these. So if we changed it, made this wider or narrower, we could change this to 15, and it would change the other element. These are associated with each other, so be careful with changing things. 9.5. All right. Now we want to do the back of curb. We can turn off the pavement since we've got it set. Go to the back of curb, offset that, offset the entire element by 2 feet. Click it. Tell it which direction. Mirror, no. Same thing with the other side. Offset, direction, mirror, no. Alright, so now we've got center line, edge of pavement, and back of curb. The whole point of this is to create the limits of construction. So we'll go to 3D view and show. Right now we've only got the center line in the 3D view. And it looks like it's wrong. No, that's right. Okay. I don't know, I can't. Yeah, it's lining up. Just an optical illusion there with the lines. But the other elements don't come in because they don't have profiles yet. We can set profiles to those elements using vertical, element profiles, profile by slope from element. We're going to make the assumption that it's a 2% slope to the edge of pavement. So we locate our element profile. Then it asks to locate reset to complete, locate reference element. We're going to reference the edge of pavement 2% off of the alignment. 2%. Point selection adjustment, do all points. Profile adjustment none. Vertical offset 0. And then edge of pavement pops into the 3D view because it now has a profile. Same thing with the other side. Reset to complete. Locate reference element. Negative 2%. Vertical offset 0. Boom. Got that side. Now we're going to go up 6 inches to the back of curb. This is a simplified version of the section. We're not putting in the valley gutter or the face of curb or anything like that. Because we're still just trying to get to the limits of construction. So first element to profile is the back of curb. We'll change these to 0.5 and a 0 because it's going to come off of. We're going to tell it to reference off of the edge of pavement. It's going to go at flat slope, but then go up a vertical offset of 0.5 feet, 6 inches. Select it and pops into the 3D view. Same thing on the other side. Now we've got our row on here. To get limits of construction, go to model detailing. And I like to look when I'm doing this in the top view. Try that again. All right, it's not. Try here. There we go, top view. And then we will create 3D element. Create 3D by slope to tangent or to target. Our target's going to be a terrain model. We already have the existing terrain model selected as the active terrain model. To terrain model, locate reference element. I'm going to reference from the back of the curb to the active model. We can do cut and fill to the left side from the beginning to the end, and accept to create. And it shows up in the 3D model only. It doesn't create a plan view of it. And I forgot to change my feature definition. So let's go down here. Template point, grading, cut tie, and in geometry you'll find standards, set feature definition. Set feature definition. Data point to apply. There we go. And same thing on the other side. To terrain model, locate your reference element. Reset for active terrain model. We're going to go to the right. Start at the beginning, end at the end. Accept to create, and we have our limits of construction. We can create that one later. Make sure that that looks right. Set feature definition. That's what's going on. Sometimes it'll get stuck on alignment feature type, so click off onto something random and then you can go back to linear. It'll open up the linear options, template point, grading, and locate, reset to complete. There's our limits of construction for that cross the street. I'm not worried about the radius of return at the moment. That's more detail than I'm wanting to do at this time, but we can get into that later, and all these elements should, work with that. So, all right.